Hi everyone, this is Sabrina. Welcome to the S Factor Studio. I'm here today with my super sweet and talented friend. The camera's on the project, so just wave your hand. Renee. I'm just going to go ahead and record. I know I'm probably going to have to edit quite a bit, but Renee had this fabulous idea, and she made room dividers using these, what do you call this? It's from Ikea, and it's from a shelving program, right?
Yeah, the
you can
IVAR. Yeah. IVAR, I think they call it.
IVAR. So this is actually the side panel. There you go. It's the panel. It's the side panels for is IVAR? Because I keep wanting to say EVAR. From the IVAR shelving. I keep calling it collection. Yeah, I keep calling it a program. So she put fabric, and we are going to connect these things with hinges, and we're just going to go through the project. All right, so we're lining up the fabric on the actual panel. I'm thinking that's good. You'll have to come.
You want to slide that in front of the camera, or do you want to?
Oh, you know what? Is it going to fit? Maybe. All right, let me move this back. Move this back a little bit. Okay. So this is the bottom part of the actual panel, and we're just lining up the fabric. Where'd I put it? Is behind you?
Slide down just a little bit. Make it, there you go.
Even.
Perfect.
Yep. So we're making it even. If you see this bottom rung, we're making that even, just so that it'll look nicer. Watch your fingers. Oh, she's using this crazy staple gun to attach. Now,
Crazy.
I've seen some people do something similar to this, and they have used hot glue. You can absolutely use hot glue. I like the idea of the staple. I think it's just a little bit neater to me.
And then as you go, you just tuck and pull on each side.
And then
staple.
Now, we don't have enough staples, to be honest, so I'm going to staple the rest later. We're just trying to get certain points along the panel so that it'll stay, and then I can finish stapling it on later. Girl, wait, you saw how I let it go?
Yes. Instantly.
Like, hold on. All right, we just flipped this around so that you can see how she's folding the top part. Hold this up to this a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so hold this in to keep the fabric kind of tight. Yeah.
Girl, it scares me every time.
Oh my gosh.
Woo.
Okay, that's pretty good. And
All right.
on these ends, you just kind of tuck in like we did before and just fold it over. So you just do.
I don't know what you did the first, because you did the first part, and then I
held
pulled
it like this and then just folded it over.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I just yanked
That's
that
okay.
right
I needed you to
hand.
grab that. You read my mind. Okay.
This was that little space.
And I'll hold my end. Yep.
Hold on, because that's that area that is like, I'm going to see that. You know how you see one little ruffle?
Little bump. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, you see me getting ready to run, right?
When you have, of course, more
more staples, we'll just
kinda
continue
pull
to
on each
staple.
side.
All right, I just want to turn this around Because at some point I'll come and I'll show the whole thing put together. But if you see, I don't know how the lighting is, but now the front, well, one side of the panel, this is the front, is covered with the fabric. And that's one panel for the divider. Okay, so we would just, you know, when you do it basic, you wrap it around, you tighten your fabric, and then you staple. But, of course, you know how we are, and we want to do it just a little bit more finished. Of course, just fold down your raw edge. And then, yep, oh, look how pretty that looks.
Okay.
Let me see, can you guys? Yeah, I think they can see, yeah. So it just looks more finished. This is the panels. These are the panels. Oh, Jamina's all in the shot. I just wanted to show you the front after the fabric. These are pretty tall. They're 7 feet. And I'm going to get a little bit closer so you can see. These are the panels covered with the fabric in the front. I did go over and kind of clean up a little bit in the back, and I'm going to come back and show you on the last panel what I did, just to try to neaten it up a little bit. Okay, in order to show wait a minute, I'm laughing. In order to show what we're doing, I needed extra hands. So Mr. Incredible is here and my son Jared. Now, I just recorded all that he did. Well, I thought I recorded it. We were talking. I was moving the camera along.
I was using big words.
What he did, and I didn't have the record. I didn't press record.
All right, so I want to just tell you what we're doing. So what Sabrina wanted was us to make sure that her finishing was.
Yeah, that the finishing was, that it looked finished. So I cut this fabric. If you can see, I cut it very haphazardly. It was crooked. It's uneven. It's sloppy. Now this divider, we're keeping this in our home, and the back side of this is not going to be where anyone can see it. However, just for my own particularities, I like it to look a little bit more smooth and finished. So what he's doing, you did it already and didn't show.
All right, so what I was doing, I'm folding.
You're folding. Okay, look there's the raw edge.
So I'm folding and I'm pulling up and over, which will make this, when I staple it, look more finished, but it's also really making this part more taut, more tight. The center part,
so when we pull
so
on the other
there's no slack in it. You know, I see how there's like a tiny bit of slack. We're trying to eliminate as much of that as possible.
Well, remember when you're pulling, that you don't want to pull so much so that I can't.
You do the other side.
I can't fold the other side.
Yeah. So, which I just did a little bit.
So you gotta let a little bit out and just try not to pull too much just yet. Just kind of folding it under.
And you have to forgive my unprecise folding. I'm just a mere mortal.
All right. Watch your fingers, please. I say it every time. Okay.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, because we can pull from the other side.
How far do you want to go down? All the way down?
Yeah, we're going to go all the way down, and then I'll be back and show it after he's done. All right, so we finished stapling. If you can see, and again, I cut this fabric very unevenly, but it just looks a little bit better folded under and tucked in, and then at the very top I just tucked it under and stapled it twice. Now we're going to put the hinges on. These are the hinges I am using. They are 2.5 by 1 3/16. Okay. All right, this is it out of the package. So again, I'm trying to figure out the best way. Would you help me? The ones that are done already. If you could just lift.
Sure, I will, honey.
Yeah. All right. So you gotta hold it.
Oh, can I hold it? Oh, I bet.
Okay. The hinges are on. If you see this centerpiece is facing upwards because when I open it, these close, so open it. All the way. See, we want it to be able to do that. And up. So you want this centerpiece facing you. Now, you gotta open it again because I need to explain. We're doing this accordion style. So this hinge is facing you on this side. All right, so put it up one more time. This piece is facing, it's gonna fall, honey, if you don't, oh, sorry, he's holding it with his feet. But for the other one, because we're doing it accordion style, yes, it's gonna be reversed. So this hinge, this here, is gonna be back there on the other side. See where it's here? I'm not connecting these two here. I'm gonna connect it on the back side.
So the hinges have to counterbalance each other.
Does it make sense?
The hinges have to counterbalance each other for the accordion to work.
They do have to counterbalance, but I don't want to tell somebody counterbalance. You're putting it facing you on this side, and then you got to flip it to the other side. I feel like I'm not.
Yeah, you are. So what you're saying is that they have to.
It has to be flipped.
One up and one opposite.
So
one is yin and
would
one
you
is
stand
yang.
it up? Would you stand it up
Sure.
so then I can? And my craft room is a mess. Okay, so see, we're creating this accordion, right? So the hinges with this bulky piece is facing me here, right? But then I'm gonna go around to the other side, right? And then I'm gonna do the same thing.
So the close is on that
reverse,
side.
right?
So that each part of the unit can close.
Right, show it. So it'll, when we close it, it'll close like that.
So we're doing the opposite. So it'll be flat on this side.
Right.
And then it'll be flat when you add another one. It'll be
So
reversed.
if you add panels, if you're adding more panels, you're reversing. It's going to be on one side, then this side. Then if I add another panel, I'm going to go back to this side. If I add another panel, I'll come back to the front. I hope this makes sense.
And I think when you put it on and show it, it'll make sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here is the finished project. I like it. There's a few things like at the top I feel like I need to straighten out. Personally, the next ones that I make, these hinges, I'm going to get a smaller set of hinges because I want the space in between these to be a little bit smaller, you know, a little bit closer together. These panels, I like the tall panels, but they do have ones that are a little bit wider. So the width of these panels are 12 inches. I think they have them 20 inches wide. My husband said he likes the thinner ones. Which if I stick with the thinner ones, I just need more panels. So I'm going to use this the way it is now but I am going to purchase maybe 1 or 2 more panels to make it a little bit wider, and to use it for a room divider downstairs. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to edit all the pieces of this video, and hopefully this will inspire you guys to try it. It's really not as cumbersome as it may appear to be. It's really the panels. You get your fabric on and you put your hinges on if you have a staple gun or a hot glue gun and an electric screwdriver or a drill. It's really easy and it comes together very fast. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're having a fabulous day. God bless, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.